Hello, fellow citizens of Nigeria. So like this, the way this matter they go now, we are fatherless in this country. We have always known that we are motherless. But now, it's officially confirmed that we are fatherless. If not, 200 people pay for Benue. Presidency no year. Presidency no year. Akim Murio Kwana, what you na the third president. But if to say now, people where they come from PDP can't join APC. When I go down update Baba say, some people have decamp, they have come to join you the presidency. Tinubu, you are becoming a thief. Your Excellency, you want to rob us of democracy. It's like your plan is becoming obvious. You want to steal this country called Nigeria. If not, how possible is it that Pope in Rome is sympathizing with us? All over the news, there are killings in Benue, insecurity has taken siege of this country. And my president has refused to announce it. Sir, you want to steal this country from us, and we will not agree. Now that you have turned us to opposition, no problem. Shebi, when they were doing campaign, Amber, they say, someone who gets mental case on a campaign. My president said, now only. Simple. President too is only. You want to steal this country from us. Because now they are beginning to talk of you becoming a live president. It will not happen, no. Only because you are such a heartless president. Fatherless, man with a fatherless spirit. Wife, motherless. Father, fatherless. You people are just concerned about 2027 and how to win or rig or take election. Any of the above. You are doing projects that they are using to steal and siphon money. We are talking of insecurity. How can 200 people buy in a country and all they are posting on presidential page is Happy Father's Day? Happy Father's Day. At any time contract here, at any time congratulate a country from us. Ọlọ́run ní fún yín ṣe. Baba Jagaban, Ọlọ́run ní fún yín ṣe. Tálàárọ̀ bá ní kó kẹ́rí ṣe, ọlọ́sàn ò ní jẹ́ ẹ̀rí ṣe. Tọ́lọ́sàn bá jẹ́ kẹ́rí ṣe, alálẹ̀ ò ní jẹ́ ẹ̀rí ṣe. Thank God you don't have any life left in you. Your 9 lives have gone. The only thing you are trying to do now, you want to make yourself lifetime kill you there. Lifetime kill president there. Lifetime call. Time life me. Only this. You want to take this country that belongs to we, our inheritance, our motherland, our beloved country, our great Nigeria. You want to turn it into a one-family state. We are not part of this one. We are definitely not part of this, and we will never be part of this. So braven up and get ready for the opposition dragging. I want to retract and retrace you back and put you in your space. President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you will continue to be a president and never a god in the land called Nigeria. You own Lagos. Nobody argues with you. Nobody wants to take your place. Some years ago, I came out and I said it. Age scam, state of origin scam, everything scam. But you are still going to be the president of this country. Some of us are divinely and specially created. More spiritual than you all think. I don't pray for Nigeria. I pray about Nigeria. If you are a true man of God, nobody prays for a country that is naturally blessed and endowed. But you go on your knees and ask, why are we where we are? And how did we get here? I've always stood on the neck of the president of this country. I've always criticized where I need to criticize. And I've always praised and encouraged where I need to praise and encourage. I fear nobody. I say the truth and I stand by the truth. When you tell a lie, you defend your lies. When you get to places where you're not supposed to get to, you try to defend your space. Today you have become the president. The Bible says the kingdom of God suffered violence, and violence taketh it by force. And God remains an unquestionable God. Why you allow such things to happen? But I'm sure you became the president of this country out of greed, passion, love, long desire of how you have controlled the political space, of how you have managed, you have planted, you have sowed, you are invested, you've trained people in different spheres. You understand the political game very well. And unfortunately, now that you are supposed to help Nigeria, you surrounded yourself with yes men, fawners, men with no integrity, men who want to idolize you and turn you to God. I've kept quiet for a period of time now, watching and asking rather than praying. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you have been trying your bits and been doing projects. Yet, there is still social hunger, food hunger, academic hunger. This is democracy. We shouldn't be begging for anything. We're supposed to see things happening. Because you people have played this game for so long. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not ashamed of the situation of this country? This country has fallen apart. There is no connection between the youth, the old. Our youth have taken the baton of breaking the chain of poverty into their own hands because this government has failed them. They are no longer looking sides, front and back. All they are interested now is content. Our problems have become content. Unfortunately, you are exploiting the mental negligence of this generation. To those of you shameless ministers, the likes of Wike, to those of you shameless politicians, construct roads, you are there spiting democracy and spiting the people of democracy. None of you is doing us a favor. Our generation has suffered for so long. We don't understand what democracy is anymore. Neither have we benefited from democracy. So if this is the time where we should test democracy, this is not the time that you people should turn Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to God. The shameless oppositions are running from pillar to post for their selfish interest. They want to go where they will gain. You want to turn we, the citizens of this country, to the opposition party. Nothing good. You people are about to have a showdown, since that is what you want. Where did we go wrong? What have we done wrong? A personal ambition, everybody has that. But we shouldn't suffer it. Look in and out, President. Look deep down. And understand that things are still not happening in this country. For how long do you want us to keep quiet? For how long do you want to use your political powers to intimidate people? Look at what is going on in Lagos State now. Since the beginning of this year, they have set this state apart and backwards. Every man has to beckon to your feet, Tinubu. Everybody has to worship you for things to be done in this country. This is not about family. This is not about relationship. This is not about love. This is about our country that you are one of and not the owner and will never be the owner. If you people like turn Nigeria into a one-party state, that's not a problem. It's not a threat to us. It's not an avenue to subdue us. We know who we are. And when the time to rise comes, we will stand without fear and intimidation. You should be ashamed of yourself as the father of this country. That you can still not bring this nation together. with love, rather control, intimidation, subdue. You've been doing a lot of projects. You people are not even proud to put it right in the faces of people. You people are not even bold enough for us to go and fact check what you are doing. Look at Lekki Ajah Road. Tires are busting daily. Look at what is happening to our young girls, our young children. Don't you understand your principal responsibility as the father of the nation? Academic is nothing to write home about anymore. Our girls have become objects and instruments, my greatest pain. Yes, you people are talking about road construction and you are dreaming 2027 that you are not even sure of. As you were a man of 9 lives with none left. Don't think that turning this country to a one-party state and luring everybody to come will save you from the next phase of your life. I am saying it boldly. When I said you were going to be president, people thought I was a mediocre or an idiot. I'm a woman with 5 spirits in her. And I can find out whatever I want to find out and dig deep anywhere. And there's nothing any one of you can do about it. God created us differently. Asiwaju, I am warning you. Take a back step and help this country. Stop rushing and moving to take ownership of this country. You own Lagos. Stick by that. You can't own Nigeria. No matter how much you try, it's only going to be a political game. It will never become a reality. Mark my words, write it down, and this day shall come. I don't talk too much when I have to talk. I don't create content, and I don't seek for relevance. My space is my space. My word is my word, and nothing changes it. Be careful, father of the nation. You're walking a path of doom. Good morning, fellow citizens of Nigeria. My name is Adly Att. So I want to quickly share a testimony this morning, and I want to use it as a wake-up call to interest, to action, and to commitment. So, first of all, let me thank Almighty God for saving me. Do you know that sometimes ago, like some few months ago, I suddenly started having this very strange headache. This headache can go on for like 20 to 25 minutes. And as a specialist in nutrition, I definitely know what to do and everything. And then I did everything, and then this symptom was still persistent. So at that point, my first call of contact is always health center. So I went to my health center in Obalende Ikoyi. And because they know me as, this woman, everything must be to standard though, they didn't even call the doctors on duty. They had to call the medical director. The man came because I had an issue with him before concerning, fueling the clinic so that when people come there, there will always be light. How can you be running a health center without light? And they always do everything possible to make sure that that health center is super standard, not standard, super standard. So anytime there's anything, I go there. So the medical director came, attended to me, asked me a few questions and all of that. And the next thing the man said, "Madam, this headache, we need to do an MRI checkup." So he referred me to go and do a scan. I went to a diagnosis center and I did the scan. And then they came out, then they referred me to a hospital. They gave me prescriptions, they gave me medications. If you see the heavy dose, one antibiotic that they prescribed for me cost 500 and something thousand. I had to start, even to get the medication was hell. Eventually we got it and then I started using it. Now this is my point. They now told me that I will use this medication for about 2 weeks, but I'm going to have a surgery. A surgery that they have to, dig into my brain and all of this. I don't live in Nigeria, and I live in Nigeria. And, everybody knows me that I am too passionate about my motherland. Like I always say, you can be a citizen of any country, but you cannot be, your motherland is still your motherland. You know? So I obeyed. And then I went back to my home base, United Kingdom. And then I went to the hospital. I went for a checkup. I took all the tests I did. I took all the x-ray. I took everything. And I took it there. Do you know that by the time they did the examination, they did checkups, they booked me in immediately because they saw everything that came out from the doctor's report. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigerian citizens, I didn't need a brain surgery. They only gave me a spray to use. And since I used that spray, ladies and gentlemen, fellow citizens of Nigeria, I have been okay. This headache that will come and always make me run mad for like 20 minutes disappeared. Now, what am I trying to say? Our health system needs an overall overhaul and upgrade. Medical doctors in Nigeria are thriving, surviving, and exploiting the ignorance. If I didn't have another option to travel abroad, thank God some of us are overblessed and some of us are opportune. But we are not greedy about the fact that only we have the opportunity to go to a second country to check. That is why we are screaming and shouting that we need to fix our own. Because you don't know where anything will catch up with you. But I noticed that when you talk, some people will start calling you all sort of names to shut up, and they are the ones that are badly affected. It was this exercise, when I was prepping for this exercise, that made me to start doing early morning walk. I wanted to check my competence, my fitness. Brain surgery is not something that is easy. So the doctor even said, start to do some exercise, start to gather some energy. That was where I met the girl that I called the mother out for abusing her own child. And Nigerians were like, this is how we were brought up. This is how you were brought up. But a lot of you who had that experience growing up are in America and in Canada and in Banana. You are in Lekki. Your children are going to private schools. Does it mean that we are selective of the kind of people that change or blessings should come to? I grew up like this. Does it mean that our children should grow up like this? Ignorance. Our health system needs immediate attention. And one thing I also realized, everybody knows that Just Adeton is an activist, but a lot of people don't know me as a professional person. 99% of the people that run to my DM, I'm not going to mention names. I have had situations where people will start calling me in the middle of the night. Just Adeton, help us. So is happening. These are your A-list celebrities. A-list. I'm not talking of B-list. The people you honor and you worship, but they cannot afford to talk about our country on their pages because they don't want the people that will sponsor them, will give them job, will give them an endorsement. They don't want a dent on their own image or their pages. But I, Just Adeton, I have received dent, denture, insult, all sorts of names on my pages. And look at me. I am a victim of the same situation that I'm shouting and crying about. Just a few days ago, a celebrity called me. Just Adeton, where are you? My mother had issues. I took her to general hospital. If you see the way they treated me, I need to treat their fuck up. I told him, said, send me the complaint, send me the picture, send me the name of the hospital. We'll take action. Why don't we understand that anybody can be a victim? Whether I'm the president's daughter, whether I'm the Senate president's cousin, whether my uncle is a trillionaire, whether my brother is in politics, does not matter. A lot of you people in this country, you are enablers. A lot of you people think because I am connected to the government, I should not call out the government. The government is not my health. The government is not my safety. Even the government people who go about in ambulances with security, with mopos, they also find themselves in situations that they still need the system to function for them. We are talking about asking for what is ours. Now look at what is going on in this country. The government is trying to make it a one-party state so that you and I will be relevant. We can stop talking and stop shouting. It is whatever they decide within themselves that matters. Meaning that our voice has become too much for them. And we are here fighting each other, assaulting each other, calling each other names, bullying each other, trolling each other on our pages, where we are supposed to be one with one spirit. And we should understand that we are talking about our country, not my uncle, not my brother, not my husband, not your wife who is a politician. What if I had done that surgery and something had happened to me? Please and please, the reality of our pain is very, very true. The fact that some of us live abroad, or because we are rich, or because we are blessed, or because we are connected, does it mean? Sometimes we have to come so low to ask for what belongs to us. It cost me 532,000 per tablet. How many people can afford that? And I went back to my country. Let me even bring what they gave me. This is what they gave me to use. And I didn't need a surgery. I didn't need it. But we all know how antibiotics is abused in this country. We all know how pharmaceuticals make money in this country. Please and please, I want to beg you. Let us stop fighting ourselves. Randy Peters is calling for electoral reform, calling names, calling some people. Those people are not even as important as you. They only seem that they are important because they are celebrated, because they have dignified their status. But you are the ones who push their status to wherever it is. It is about you and me. Not about pastor this or celebrity this or king this or senator this. Please, I am begging you people. We have been talking, we have been shouting, regardless of all the insults, because we understand the reality. We are still doing it. Nigeria is our own. Politicians will always, that is their own institution, where they will do anything to upgrade to get to the peak of their career. The peak of your own career is to ensure that what is yours gets to you. It is your fundamental right. Our country needs to be good. Our health system needs to be restructured. People are dying because of lack of medical amenities, exploitation, ignorance. It can be you tomorrow. The same Just Adeton that has been speaking has become a victim. You also can become a victim tomorrow. It is your country, our motherland.